Hi everyone, this is our weekly blog, and today I thought I'd talk about, for lack of a better word, screw-ups, or where you kind of make mistakes in your thinking process, and the patient maybe is getting better, but not really brilliantly, and you're sort of goofing around, fluttering around, and you're not really hitting the point. So I had my staff pick out a couple people who would be illustrative of this, and I thought I'd go through it with you to try to show you that we make mistakes just like anyone else, okay? But the point is, you see the mistake and you fix it, all right? Now, this is a guy that came to us in February 2018. Okay, so that's about what? 8 months ago, 9 months ago, something like that. And his name is Craig. And what his pulse looked like was, it was a mess. His sinuses were completely clogged up. So he had a blocked pulse in his right sun. His right guan is way too high and pounding, so he had a lot of heat in his stomach. He had a shoulder problem. And then on the left side, he had stage 2 blocked heart and an extremely aggravated liver fire, basically. Not liver heat, liver fire. And then he had a left chur that was too strong as well. So a lot of heat in this guy. He was thin, and it's kind of a combination of fire turning into yin deficiency with a blocked heart and blocked sinuses. So the first thing we did was, and in this case, he had a cold. He had an acute cold when he came to see us. He joined us for long-term care. So the first thing we did, we went after his cold, which was turning rapidly into a sinus infection. So we gave him ABX, or herbal detox, or herbal ABX, which in Europe would be Wu Wei Xiao Du Yin. And we gave him my astringent formula. We gave him Huang Jie Du Tong. And we gave him Qing Fei Tang, Pu Ji Xiao Du Yin, and Resolve EM, which is basically Zhen Ren Hong Ming Yin. So we gave him 15 grams of Wu Wei Xiao Du Yin, 15 grams of astringent, 15 grams of Huang Shang Wan, which is designed to take the heat out of the sinuses. We gave him 30 grams of Resolve EM, which is Zhen Ren Hong Ming Yin. We gave him 20 grams of Puji Xiao Du Yin because he had a sore throat. And we gave him 20 grams of Qing Fei Tang because he told us that when he catches a cold, it more often than not goes into a sinus infection, even though he was on the border, goes into a lung infection, even though he was on the border of a sinus infection. So we put something in there to try to make the lungs more moist. So if the heat tried to suddenly go from the sinuses into the lungs would be protected. And of course, Wu Wei Xiao Du Yin will protect the lungs. The astringents will protect the lungs. The Huang Jie Du Tong will protect the lungs as well. So we thought we had everything covered, okay? So he came back a few days later, and he originally complained of being overweight, being grumpy, having type 2 diabetes, and having chronic sinus problems and an acute cold. Nothing was improved except the cold was 80% better. So we got the cold. That one we got, okay? So then he hadn't finished the herbs yet, a little bit more to go, so we said we'll continue with the herbs. So he fulfilled the herbs. He finished them off, okay? And the cold was fixed. So he's very happy because we fixed his cold. So now we're getting down to business. So what's the question? Do we go after the blocked heart, which is pretty severe? Do we go after his angry, grumpy liver? Do we go after his H. pylori or stomach acid problem? Or do we go after his chronic sinus condition, which we've been treating, which had morphed into a cold? So we decided, well, we won't go after the sinus problem. We went after his heart, okay? And we gave him Zhui Fu Zhu Tong, Shan Jia, Jiang Huang, Di Bia Cheng, San Lung, Chuan Xiang, Dan Shen, and Long Dan Shay Gan Tong. So 80% of the formula was designed to open up blood flow into his heart. 20% of the formula was treating his very angry liver, which was 20 grams, Long Dan Shay Gan Tong. So then what happened? Well, nothing. He didn't feel any better. So, you know, unwilling to say that we made a mistake, we just continued for another week. And so now what happened? Well,